Hello, everyone. Casey and Levi here from the Loth-Wolf pack. Hope you guys are all healthy and well and not totally insane with all of the wackiness of the world. We are going to be playing a new game on our channel. It's the Exceed fighting system, and we're playing the Street Fighter characters just because I think they're really recognizable. And playing this, really, the theme is so powerful that I think sometimes it really feels like you're playing Street Fighter. Do you agree there, Levi?
Yeah, totally. I think the game really understands, just like we do, what all these characters are designed to do in terms of like speed and special moves and stuff like that. So it's as relatable as Star Wars. And that's just to say we're not moving necessarily away from Star Wars. We just thought we'd throw it in this game because it's exciting and it's in some conversation with Destiny.
Yeah, exactly. The 1v1 fighting, cards. It's a 30 card deck. Let's talk about that really fast. So 30 card deck, 16 cards in each deck are exactly the same across all decks. They're staples like block, dive, strike, things, just simple staple cards. And then there's 14 unique cards in each deck that are unique to that character. A lot of theme, as mentioned. I actually pulled out a couple cards just to talk about some of the differences. We're going to do a really brief rules explanation just so you guys have a sense of how it plays out. And then I'll talk about my decisions and why I'm going to do what I'm going to do as I get wrecked by Ken. And we're going to go from there. So I'll start here, Levi, with our actions. So you have an action every turn. So it'll be, we're going to flip a coin, and then it'll be, for instance, my turn. And then it'll be Levi's turn, and so on. So first thing you can do is prepare. So when you prepare, you draw a card. Also, anytime you take an action that isn't strike, you get to draw a card as well. So a prepare is really 2 card draw, which is really nice. Next, we have move, where I can pay a force to move per space. Now, a force can be a card that's in your gauge or in your hand. It kind of works both ways. Levi, you want to talk about boosting?
Well, I just wanted to say that force is essentially your resources in the game. Forces are card. Force is cards.
Mm-hmm.
Red cards worth 2.
Yep.
Any other cards worth 1 force. And that'll become the currency system. The economy of the game will become clear as we play. When you play a card, if you're not striking, you boost, which is the yellow text of the card. And either it's an immediate effect or an everlasting effect until your next strike.
Right. So you can like kind of level up in a sense and get stronger for your next strike. We'll talk more about what the different values on the card mean. So Levi, go down the order here in the next actions. We're on changed cards. In the actions.
Yeah, change cards is you can discard any amount of cards to draw that many. But it's actually, you're still spending force. So if you were to discard a red card, you'd be discarding 2 fours or spending 2 fours. So you could draw 2 cards, if that makes sense.
So reshuffling would be next. So you have these 30 cards. If you run out, you reshuffle them. You can also choose to reshuffle at any time. But if you run out of cards a second time, you're done. You've lost the game. So there is a resource there, or a health kind of pool in a sense, where you can mill yourself out. Though I've never seen a game go that long. I guess it's absolutely possible.
It's particularly a lot more relevant in other expansions of the game.
Sure. Then we have the Exceed system. So I'm playing Sagat. Sagat, when I initiate a strike, I can place my attack face up to gain a speed on that strike. And again, we'll talk about speed here in just a second. I can also spend 3 cards to exceed. And if I do, I can spend 3 gauge to exceed. If I do, I kind of level up and become stronger. And so then, when I exceed for Sagat, I get an immediate effect of drawing 2 cards and retreating up to 2. And now, when I initiate a strike and place it face up, I gain a power and a speed. So there is some benefit to exceeding. Some characters get really strong, some not so much. Like Ken, for instance. What's your deal, buddy?
When I exceed, I draw a card and I close up to 2, which means I come at you 2 spaces, and then that's an immediate effect. And then my permanent effect is, as an action, I can close 1 and draw a card and then strike,
which is super powerful. Yeah.
It's all maze, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, yes, good call. You can only have 7 cards. You can draw more than that, but then you have to immediately discard down to 7. And then the last action that we can take is striking. So we would play a card face down. He would then, your opponent has to play a card as well, face down, and then you reveal them, and then you resolve the cards. So a lot of the cards have white text that you can resolve either before or after a hit, things like that. And then we really have to start looking at what the card values are. Okay, so let's just run through them really fast. So looking at the low tiger shot, we have a range of 3 to 8. So obviously my opponent has to be within that range for it to even have a chance of hitting. If I were to successfully hit, I have 5 power, which is basically damage. I'm going to be able to do 5 damage to the character. It only has a speed of 2, and then this particular card has a guard. Now the speed is really important because if Levi in this instance plays a card with a higher speed, even if I'm the one that initiated the strike, he's going to get to go first. And so in his example, he has a Hadoken. He's going to have a range of 3 to 6. His speed's higher. He's going to hit me first. Now, in most cases, most cards don't have a guard or an armor like this block card does. If you can do damage over the guard that a card might have, so like this particular one has a guard, you kind of stun the character and there's no retaliatory strike. So if I were to play, in this example, the low tiger shot, I have a guard, so he'd still hit me for 4 damage. I'm still going to take that 4 damage, but he didn't exceed my guard with the power, so I get to return the attack. If I, for instance, had done the tiger cannon instead, he would have, well, my speed's higher, but let's assume that it wasn't. He would have, kind of discontinued. He would have basically negated this card. I wouldn't be able to attack back, and it would then be his turn. So speed is huge. Speed is kind of king in the game. The guard system is really cool. So like low tiger shot, it knows it's going to be slow, but I can absorb it with the guard. Still going to take the damage, but I'm going to be able to hit him back. Then we have this last card here, the block. This shows armor and guard. So armor just actually negates damage, and again, guarding. And any successful strike that you do, it goes in your gauge file or area where you can then spend gauge on cards like the red cards. So like it costs 4 gauge to shoot off the tiger cannon, or 3 gauge to exceed. So I hope all that makes sense. We're not trying to bog you down with rules. We'll talk more about things as we play. Levi, go ahead and flip the thing and call. You can call.
I'll call tails.
Okay. All right, so heads it is. I'm going to go ahead and go first. So player 1 draws 5 cards. Player 2 draws 6. All right, so Levi, I'm going to come off of our... Oh, and that's right. We can mulligan. We can fully mulligan our hand and get rid of as many as we want and redraw. So we're relatively new to the game. I've only played it a handful of times. It's really fun. So please bear with us as we inevitably make mistakes and bad decisions.
Another thing that should be noted is that when you mulligan, you don't put cards back in the deck before you shuffle it.
Good call.
Destiny.
So also to say that there is exactly 2 copies of every card in every deck. There are no one-offs. Okay, so Levi, I'm going to come off of like auto chatting so I can talk to everyone at home.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I really do like my hand. There's some really good stuff in here. I do think guards and speeds are really important. Sagat's got some neat cards where he does guarding while he attacks, and it's really fun. I actually like my hand a lot. I'm going to go ahead and stick with it. All right, buddy, so I'm going to keep my hand. Okay, so...
Cool. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you. Because I don't really have anything that's going to get me next to him right now. So this one is advancing 3. So but I can't play that because it costs 2 gauge. This one closes 2, but it's still not close enough. This one advances 3. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. So we're going to go ahead and strike. So I'm choosing to strike. So I'm laying down a card. He lays down a card as well. One thing we didn't talk about was the wild swing. At any point, you can actually wild swing in a response from an attack or attacking that way, and you just pull the top card, and that's the card you play. So here we go. We both show our cards. Now mine has a speed of 4, as does his. So I win because I initiated the strike. I get to advance 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to hit him for 5. Because he didn't have guard on his card, he's taking the damage on that. So he's going to take 5 damage. Because I had a successful strike, I get to throw it in my gauge file. Once I have 2 of those, I can go ahead and play this target. Now, I didn't get to draw a card because I did a strike on my turn.
Okay, my turn. I couldn't hear anything you were just saying, but
yeah, your turn, bud. Because I initiated the strike, I don't get to draw a card at the end of my turn, and now I'm all up in his face. Oh, I forgot that I can do this. It's something I need to really try to remember. So if I initiate a strike, if I feel really confident about it, I can put it face up, and that card will gain a speed, which is really strong. But then obviously he has information on what's coming.
all right, I'm gonna strike.
All right, so he's going to strike me. Now, I really like this cross as a retaliatory attack. This one's really cool too, but the guard of 4 isn't that much. But we're going to go ahead and... we're gonna go ahead and sorry buddy, I got a decision here. We're gonna do one thing I forgot to mention here is on Sagat's card he has that that kanji symbol, that Japanese symbol there. I'm probably misspeaking, but that circle with a red writing in it, that means that for a card I can make any card of mine critical. So some cards have criticals on them, and Sagat can remove a card from hand or gauge and get a critical. All right, we're gonna go with this one. All right, buddy. So I have a cross with speed of 6. Now he has oh, wow. So he has a guard. Okay, so this is really interesting. So I get to go first because my speed's higher, and I'm going to hit him for 3 because he can't deal with that. But then I have an after effect of retreating up to 3, and knowing that he has a range of just 2, I'm absolutely going to do. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and retreat back 3.
Now, I do have +1 range with this card.
Ooh, how cool is that? So if you initiated this strike, you can get a +1 range, which gets you... But you're still not in range, right?
Still not there.
Very cool, though. Oh, I have these backwards. Let me just switch this up. I don't get to put that in my gauge, right? Because I didn't initiate that strike. Isn't that correct?
No, it goes in your gauge.
Oh, it does?
Successful.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to prepare. So preparing lets you draw a card, and then at the end of the at the end of your turn, if you don't strike, you get to draw another card. So in effect, I'm just drawing 2 cards. So you are boosting, and so he gets to advance up to 3. Okay.
And then I drew a card because I didn't strike.
Got it. One other thing to note here is closing, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Closing means that I can close up to a distance without crossing you. I'm closing, I'm getting closer. Advancing would allow me to actually cross over you and go to the other side of the stage.
That's my understanding.
Yeah, I believe I'm correct on that, but, you know, don't take it to the bank. So... All right, I'm gonna boost. So I'm gonna boost this. if now does this take a gauge to do? Is that what that's saying, right?
Yes.
So that red symbol down there with a 1 means it takes a gauge to do it. So I'm going to just lose a gauge. But if the opponent's at range 1, which he is, that opponent must discard 2 cards at random, and then I get to strike.
There's not
Oh,
discard feature on
so I'm going to just pull 2 of your cards. So I got his special, which I'm sure he's not too stoked about, but... And a Shuriken. All right, so now I get to strike. Okay.
It's pretty brutal losing those cards.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a Tiger Knee. Speed of 3. But I have a guard of 4. So Levi's speed is higher, so he gets to hit me first for 4. So let me do it down to 26. But I get to retaliate because he didn't exceed my guard. So I get to hit him back, which is going to be a hit of 5. And then if it's a hit, I gain advantage. Now you gained advantage too.
Right.
So I don't know how this plays. I'm going to say that the first person to get advantage is the one that's going to take it. Advantage...
I would assume so.
Yeah, advantage lets you go again. You get to have the next turn as well. So we're just going to play it that way. I think it's fair enough.
All right. I have 1 card, so I have to prepare.
I'm also going to prepare and take the opportunity to do that. So this is cool. I got a block and a focus, which are both got kind of guarding cards. Focus hits back, which is cool, and then block. You're preparing it. You're preparing again.
Yep.
So you're at 5 cards. I am also at 5. Okay. So I'm looking at some boosts here just to see. I think I'm gonna boost this one here, giving myself 1 armor and 3 guard on the next card I play, next strike I play. Now in the real game you might put it under the card, but for TTS purposes we're just putting it up there. Oh, and I get to draw a card because I didn't strike.
Alright, I'm gonna boost.
Big fan of this card here. It's range of 1 to 3 with 6 guard. It's really good. Choose and discard a boost in play. Okay, cool. All right. You bastard. So I really like this card. I was hoping to get the guard and the armor on it to make it so that I had a chance to actually pull it off, because the speed of 5, while not bad, it does not beat things like there's a couple in there that are really good. There's one called I forget what it's called, but you throw them and it's like a speed of 7, so it would throw me and reject this. I still have to pay for it and all that other crap, so I don't think it's the right time to play that card. We will go ahead and we're going to do this one because I think he's going to feel pretty powerful, and a 6 guard is really good. All right, we're going to strike. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. So he got the focus, which has a good amount of guard on it. I actually do break his guard, which is pretty nice. With my 6 power. So I get to go first. I hit him for 6. Now he has 2 armor, so only 4 is gonna actually hit him. But he doesn't get to retaliate because my 6 power broke his 5 card. So this one, the opponent must discard a card at random on hit. I'm going to pull this one.
Keep pulling all my good ones.
I know. So as you can see, the game moves pretty fast. It's a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of theme in it. I'm a big fan of the game. I think it's a neat, fun, fast game. You can buy the decks really pretty reasonable from the manufacturer. So it's like level 85, I think they're called. They're great. And what's really cool too is that every Exceed deck can play against every other. So there's like 7th Cross. There's a lot of there's even like Shovel Knight. There's a lot of neat themes out there, and they can all play against each other, which is really cool. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so let's I don't hate these cards.
If you wanted.
Right. Yeah, I haven't actually used his power yet. I'm going to prepare. So I just wanted more options. I think I have some good defense cards here so that when he attacks me, I can try to defend out. I just thought that getting a couple more options in my hand would be a good thing.
I'm going to do a critical hit.
Okay, so you're going to discard. So Ken also can discard a card to get a critical on his card. What's that? Oh, this is what you're using. Got it. Okay, so he's gonna do a critical. Okay. So I think I'm gonna take some damage here. I don't see a way around it. I can't imagine that he doesn't have something good. My speed of 4 probably ain't gonna cut it. Speed of 5. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to try to just negate as much of the damage as I can, and maybe I get to hit him back. So we're going to try the focus. Okay, so he gets the critical, which is +2 speed, which takes him to 6 speed, which exceeds mine. And then it's a 5 damage, which I take. Oh, I have got armor, though, so I get to block 2 of those. So I'm going to take 3.
It ignores armor.
Oh, yeah? Awesome. So he ignores armor, but not my guard, thankfully. So I am going to take the 5 damage. And I get to hit him back. I'm hitting him for 4. And then I get to draw a card. All right. My turn? Yeah. You did.
No.
You did the critical.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna exceed. I think so. I'm gonna turn him over. It costs 3 cards to do it, and now any card I choose to play face up gains a power and a speed. Oh, and I get to draw 2 cards and retreat up to 2. I will retreat 2 and draw 2 cards. Now I'm at 8 cards. No, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I do have 8, so I have to get rid of 1. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out this guy.
All right, I'm gonna do Ken's power.
Okay, so you're doing Ken's power, which is close 1 and draw a card.
I thought I drew 2 cards.
Oh, right. That's true. Because of the, you always get to do 1 at the end. Okay. All right, so I got to hit him again to get some more in my gauge. So let's try this one. All right. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna. So what I'm considering here, Levi, and people at home, is to use my power, right? I mean, that's what it's about. So putting it face up gives me a +1 speed and a +1 power, but I'm giving him full information. Now he has 6 cards. Most likely he has some good defensive cards or fast cards that will kind of interject on me. But I'm going to try it. I mean, that's what we're doing here. So I'm going to go ahead, Levi, and strike face up. So this now has a 5 power and a 5 speed. So before I have the before here, so like if he doesn't play a card that has a range higher than 1, even if he's faster than me, it'll whiff, right? Because I'm not in his face. But then I get to step forward 1 because of my clothes and then hit him. So he's got to play a card that has a range on it, and he does. So that's such a good card. So now it's only a speed of 2, so I do get to go first. But he's got a high guard on there and everything else. And so I'm going to step up because of my clothes 1, and then hit him for 5. Now he has a guard of 6, which means that he gets to retaliate, and he's going to hit me for 6. But I have armor. I have armor 3 and guard 3. So, but yeah. But after my attack, I lose my armor. So this is only the armor on this card's only good if he gets to attack me first, and that didn't happen. Exactly. So I'm going to take the full 6. Oh, what is that? You got to pull a card too? Right. Cool. That's a good one to pull. Okay, so he's got 4 hit points left in my 15. I feel pretty good, but like there's some really powerful cards in there. He doesn't have a lot of the power.
I'm in trouble here.
Yeah. I was actually just talking about the same thing.
Yeah, I'm giving an exhibition on how to do that.
So yeah, guys, like this is a mod on TTS. There's a couple seasons 1, 2, 3. This is season 3, Street Fighter season 3. As you can tell, it's really simple to play. I think it's relatively easy to explain, and once you get into it,
sorry, I'm just thinking here.
Yeah, man, no worries. Take your time. There's a lot of fun to be had. It doesn't have every Street Fighter character ever. I mean, but how could it? But it has some really great staples, and they really do play close to, I think, how they do in the video game. So it's a lot of fun. You know, sad that Destiny isn't moving forward. We're still going to be putting out some content. We're actually going to do a live stream this Wednesday. I'll probably get this video up tomorrow or on Tuesday, and so just a heads up that we'll be doing that. Sorry, you're boosting or you're criticaling?
I'm boosting.
Okay, so he gets to boost, getting a speed, and then he gets to strike, which is pretty cool. Alright, so this is the card I was talking about with this huge speed. It could be that he's playing the same card and he's trying to outspeed me with that. I like this one because I can't be moved, and this doesn't have a ton of damage. So we're going to do this. Alright, a dive. Okay, so he gets to move past me, and then because of that, their attacks do not hit me, or hit him, which is really cool. So he then gets to hit me for 5. I get to guard, or armor 2 of that away. But because of the special of that card not allowing me to retaliate, pretty good. All right, so he's down to 4 cards. I can't imagine that he doesn't have a grasp in his hand. The grasp is what's going to mess this up. So, like, because grasp speed is 7, without having this be a 7, I'm in trouble. And so I need to do is try to find a way to boost up to a 7, but I just don't see how it's going to happen. I just need to do 4 damage. So what if I just go for broke here? We're going to just try it out and learning the strategies. I'm going to go ahead and strike with his power, Levi. So because of my power, this is now a 4 power, 8 speed. So nice. So I get to hit him, but he can block all of this. And one thing I don't think we talked about, Levi, is you can burn cards for your armor, right?
Right, it says it right there on the card.
Oh, it does. Okay, so you can spend any amount of force for this card. You can spend any amount of force for 2 armor. So he can basically negate the damage. He has 2 armor. If he spends a card, he'll take the 4 damage and nullify it. Because I'm doing 4 because of my power. So you're going to burn a card, Levi, or? Okay. Okay. So I was hoping to draw out his grasp, but I guess because I'm showing it, it's not going to happen. It's tough. It's a kind of a cat and mouse situation. Huh?
You can move me.
Oh, I can move you. I don't want to. Well, my grasp does hit. I forget to do this sometimes. So you boosting... Okay. That damn speed. I just know he has a grasp in there, and I'm afraid to play my card. Because 6 just isn't enough. I'm going to prepare. Okay, that's good. You are striking. You're striking?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to burn all 3 of his cards. Before advance 2, if you did not move past the opponent during this movement, plus 3 power. So, but you did move past me. But then you're getting a plus 1 speed, right? So it's a 5 speed, 5 damage. Correct? So 5 speed, 5 damage, right?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let one of these go and take it up to 4. So I'm going to take 1 hit on that.
That's an awful feeling.
Yeah.
I worked so hard for that.
I know it.
1 damage.
Yeah. It feels like that should be stronger. Oh, it's over here. For a 3... I mean, I guess the trick is to try to set it up to where you don't move past me.
Yeah. Totally. But I didn't do that.
I'm going to boost... So basically the next tech I have, it has that plus 1 speed, and then I can add this card to my gauge, which I'm not concerned about. What I want... did you prepare?
Yeah.
Okay, so with my plus 1 speed and then showing this, it's a 7, which would match the grasp, which would let me win. We're going to see if it works out that way. All right, I'm going to strike with his power. So this has a speed of 7. I think you know what, Levi?
What?
Do I have to advance the 3? I just realized this has an advanced 3. I don't remember.
It doesn't say you may advance 3, but that's a great question.
So at the bottom of this card here, it does say when moving, move as far as possible when you can't move the full distance. So it costs 2 to move past you, and then 1 more would be here, right? 1, 2, 3. Which would take me out of range. So
I think you should maybe walk it back.
yeah, I think we have to follow. We have to. So I'll take my 2 back, and that would obviously put me out of range, and it doesn't make sense. Now, like we were saying before, there's a difference between closing and advancing. Closing, I can't cross them. Like, I only can come up next to them. So it's a different deal. All right, well, we'll do it again. I'm going to strike with this one. So again, it's at 7. 7 speed.
I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Right. I was trying to combat against the grasp, which I knew you had to have had.
Wild swing.
All right. So wild swing, like we said, you just pull the top card, see what it is. It's a grasp, but my speed trumps his, and I'm able to hit him for my 5 because of it. So I mean, Sagat's exceed power is really strong if you can get through. You know, you have to kind of plan against the grasp, right?
Yeah, I mean, Sagat's awesome. Effectively with a 1 boost, once he's exceeded,
Mm-hmm.
it's like your base speed is probably 6.
Right, which is really good. I mean, I'm giving information about what I'm going to do, and you can make your best decision. But if you can't deal, so yeah, that was our first game here for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna probably slide right into game 2, so I don't think we'll reset all this. We're just gonna clean up our board state real fast and pick some new characters. That was fun, buddy. It was a crazy game there at the end. I was kind of able to wail on you the whole time.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Come on. All right. So do you want me to pick a character first and then you, or what? What are your thoughts?
Oh, it doesn't matter, buddy.
I've never been Chun Li. I'm going to try her out. So let's see what her thing is. What's her deal? After you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. If you would strike, retreat first. Huh. You may, though. So that's really interesting. I could retreat after or before if I'm striking.
Well,
If I'm resolving a boost.
Matchup, and I'll be Vega.
Okay. Cool. All right. Do you want to go first this time? What are your thoughts? Or you want to flip this coin?
1 second. I want to read this guy.
So if he's at the edge of the arena, his specials and ultras have +2 power, which is pretty awesome. And again, I think right on theme.
Yeah, super thematic, and then like jumping off walls.
Exactly. Chun Li can maybe do a hit before or after and then get out of dodge. I wonder what their exceeds are. So after you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. Same thing. And then for each continuous boost you have in play, your attacks have extra range. Okay. Yours... If you're at the edge of the arena, you get a +3 power and +1 speed. That seems really strong. Only for 3. So it gives you a + power and a + speed for you. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right, Tails. Okay. I'll go... I'll go second this time. Yeah, no, I'm actually going to let you go first. I'm deferring.
Well, I'll draw 5 then.
Yeah. All right, so I draw my 6. Love the art in this game. It's so cool. All right. So it looks to me, and I'm just talking out loud here so you can hear me too, Levi. I think like Chun Li relies on boosts. Alrighty. Sorry, man. Still deciding what I'm going to do here. I got some crazy stuff. I'm going to... I mean, I don't know any better. I'm just going to go ahead and keep my hand again.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to spend a gauge to do a critical. Okay, which we were doing. I just saw that here. I wanted to make sure we call that out. So you're...
Go ahead and strike.
Okay.
Oh, hold on now. I'm going to actually prepare.
Okay.
It's so hard not to be super aggressive.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to boost. And then draw 1 because I did not attack. Yeah, the art is so good. Cool card. So I got to get some gauge so I can get some criticals going, and I want to get these boosts kind of get... Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm not 100% sure how she plays. You know, if you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. If you would strike, you can retreat first. So anytime I do a boost, I can retreat 1. If I strike and resolve that boost, so it's a non-instant resolve on the boost, then I can retreat before I attack, which is pretty cool, because he would be like, oh, he's up in my face. I'm going to do a range 1, and then I can do...
Just a boost.
Okay, so he's mirroring my speed. We'll go ahead and just do this one. All right, I'm gonna strike. So I'm all right. We'll talk more about my. This is what I want to do. I didn't change my card or anything. Okay, so let's flip mine. Let's see what we got here. So, oh wow, that's awesome. So +1 speed for each space between you and the opponent. So he's up to 5 speed which is greater than mine. But I do have a +1. I have a +2 speed on my boost. Oh, but you have a +2. Oh, right. So he's gonna outspeed me here, which is pretty crazy. He gets to close up to 5, and then on hit he pushes 3. So, all right. So he's gonna get to go first because of that craziness. It's a cool card. Never seen it before, so I had no idea. And again, I think super thematic. He's doing that shitty roll that he does. So you're gonna hit me for 3. Now, that's absolutely going to hit me, which means that my strike fails, which I think means I get to keep my boost, right?
No.
But I didn't get to strike.
I think you lose the boost. But
So,
you initiate the strike failed. It's the same way, like...
But it says here... cards with a plus sign stay into play until after a strike completes. I would argue that I didn't complete a strike.
Okay. I can live with that.
Good play though, and you pushed me because of that. The card's power, he can push 3. Very cool. All right, so it's his turn. Sometimes I forget that we're on a group chat and you can hear me talking, Levi.
Yeah, I'm gonna critical strike.
Oh, critical strike. So he's paying for the critical. Mine will have a speed +2. So if I did something like this, I'm at a 7. He might playing that same fucking card, which would give him... There's no critical on it though. So, alrighty. Okay, man. Here we go. We're gonna do this. So I have a 7 speed. So your critical takes you to 6. 4 + 2. Crazy. So I get to close 2 and hit you for 4. And then I gain advantage, but I would have had it anyway. All right, we will... We're going to strike. I'll talk more about why I'm doing this in a sec. Okay, so mine has a before advance 2 with a speed of 5. Alright, so I'm advancing 2, so this is that. Just to note, it costs 1 extra to cross someone, so both 2 are spent crossing. I don't have a critical in play on this, and it's just a power of 3. Now he has this guy out, so he's going to take 1 damage, but then he's going to get to retaliate on me. So he gets to hit me for 4, and he gets to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a tight game so far.
Strike.
Okay. I'm just going to guard or block anyway. Okay, spike range 2 to 3 though.
Oh, that's my bad.
Well, I'm going to block no matter what if you're striking. I mean, I'm fine with rolling it back, but...
Yeah, if you don't mind, we can roll it back.
It's fine. It was obviously a mistake.
An obvious mistake. sake, obviously.
No, we play by the letter of the law.
I'll prepare.
You effed up. All right. So who's preparing? All right, guys. So I'm deciding if I spend my 2 here. You know, I have a range of 1 to 3, power of 7, but the speed's so shit. I mean, it's bad. Likely that it won't go off. So I don't think it's the right play. I'm going to go ahead and prepare as well. I need more cards in my hand to make better decisions. Really got to get some boost going with her. I think it's a big deal. So before advance 3, if you move past the opponent during this strike, push or pull 2, which is really cool.
Alright, I'm gonna boost.
On hit. So we advanced 3, speed of 4, guard of 4. I like it. We're going to go ahead and just do it. So he's boosting advance as far as possible. Wow. Very cool. I like it. So it removes my, if I move past him, deal. And he's up on the edge of the screen, which is not great. But I still like this move. Ignore guard now. Strike. Add this card to your gauge on hit. Okay, so I mean, 1, 2, 3. This is not in play though. I'm not in range. 1 to 2. Let's do it. We're gonna strike. So, guys, we're not pros at this game. Hope you guys understand that. It's fun though. I'm sure anyone that's like good at this game and understands how it all plays in and out of each other, we're probably playing our characters incorrectly, but I think that just comes with experience. You're critting?
Yeah, I'm using his power and I'm critting. Not his power, but it's a native ability.
Okay, but so what do we define as a special attack?
Anything that's not a common card.
Oh, okay. I was thinking they were just the ultras, I guess, so that's interesting. So he gets a +2 power because he's on the edge of arena when you set your attack. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Let's do it. So I close or advance 3. Oh, sorry. I'm acting like I already won the roll. So you...
I have 6 speed.
No. Why do you have 6 speed? Oh, because you're critting it. Fuck. You're critting it. I get it. So you have 6 speed.
Yeah.
Yep. So before you close 2, then he hits for 4?
5 for 5.
Oh, it's a +2. Ah, damn. I have a guard of 4. Bummer. Alright, so he got me. So he hits me for 5. Cool, cool, cool.
That's super vague thing to do.
Yeah, what was the power? It was the Scarlet Terror. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to prepare. I just...
My turn.
Oh, shoot.
Idiot.
Yeah, totally. Striking. gonna go for broke here, and I think I'm just gonna play this with the speed of 6 and hope that I.
So have you been retreating after you're resolving your boosts?
I've only had one boost in play that I used, and I didn't retreat when I did it. I'm gonna crit this. So, with the crit, if I hit, I return this card to the top of my deck. So, it is not going to work out for me. So, I do get to go first. I have a better speed. So, it's a range of 1 to 2. So, I'm gonna hit him for 3. Then,
all right, so you hit me for 3.
And then after, if you hit, you may return this card to the top of your deck, which I'll do. I don't have any boosts in play.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so I hit. I got my after.
That goes to your gauge. That goes to the top of your card.
Right. I didn't have a boost, so now it's his turn. So he gets to hit me because I didn't exceed his guard. Range 2 of 3 hits me for 5. Old Chun Li's taking a whooping. I'm gonna prepare. So like I played it aggressive there. I could have blocked and probably not taking that, but I was like what's the point? I do think that the game rewards slow play and taking your time and being defensive. Obviously, it depends on the character, but it's hard not to just go in blazing, I'm gonna boost. I'm gonna boost that. So it costs a gauge. So I have stun immunity, and I get to strike, and then I get to add this to my gauge. I'm gonna strike here. All right. So it's got a range of 1 to 2. I beat your speed, but you're gonna probably just block it. I'm doing 3. So he's going to take the 1. He's not going to burn the card for the extra block. Now I do get to put this in my gauge as well as this one. Now I resolved a boost, so I'm going to retreat 1 with her power here. After you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. If you would strike, I could have retreated first, but I don't think it mattered, and I was at range of the attack anyway, so it wouldn't have. Sorry, I kind of moved the screen around there. Okay. Your turn, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, just thinking.
No problem. Just wanted to make sure we weren't waiting on me. So I don't think I'm in a great place. I don't have good, I only have 3 cards. I'm going to have to repair next turn. I'm probably going to block anything he throws at me here. Having 2 gauge is great. This comes online. I just need to boost. I'm at least 2 turns away from wanting to use this. So I'm going to want to boost something. 3 turns away if I prepare, which isn't great. You're gonna strike?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll bring out the old block. Okay, so range 1, but he gets to close 2. He's got the speed, so he's gonna close. He's gonna hit me for 4. Now I am tempted to block that in full. Yeah, I will block it. So I'm not gonna take any damage. And then this goes to my gauge. Now you did hit me, so you gain advantage and get to go again. It's not great. I'm gonna probably wild swing if he attacks me again. He's got 5 cards in his hand, so. Oh, we're gonna exceed. Oh, he's thinking about it. Okay, that's scary just to think about it.
I'll boost. I'm sorry. I'll prepare.
Okay. I'm also going to prepare. Okay, I mean that's good. What's this guy? 3 to 5 range, critical, +4 armor. After lose all armor, then move. But the boost now strike. So I could retreat 1, putting me. So he's boosting advance as far as possible. Okay. So he's on edge again, which is not wonderful. I don't know what his powers are. I've never seen his deck. And he's got, most likely has enough boost to make it happen. I mean, we know Vega's powers are he'll do that spin, strike where he can cross the length of the battlefield. He probably also, my guess is the other one is the one where he jumps off the wall and dive attacks. Those are my guesses. I don't really have anything with high speed except for this guy, but I'm willing to bet that it's hard to say. Let's go ahead and if I boosted, sorry, thinking here, buddy. So if I boosted, I get to retreat.
Thinking out loud for everybody?
Yeah. If I boosted, I get to. Yes, I am. If I boosted, I get to retreat 1 because of her power. After you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. So I would be able to retreat. If I boosted, I can ignore armor and then strike. But I don't think I have anything that would do damage at that range. I'd be at range 3, which isn't far enough. Now I don't. If it was boosted in a strike, it doesn't matter. I feel like I have to prepare again. I don't have any viable options here, so I'm going to prepare. Just preparing. Ooh, this is a hot card. Okay, so he's getting that speed boost. Not great. Not great.
Alright, I just boosted.
Wish I knew the name of his cards. He's going to outspeed me. There's no doubt about it. Even with this guy. Why not? Let's do it. We're gonna. I'm gonna boost retreating 4, and then after resolving a boost, I can retreat again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just giving myself some space to prepare. I don't know if his attack will cross the full length of the field. I've actually never been in a situation where we were on opposite ends of the battle mat like this, so it's exciting and it's cool. Definitely going to need to prepare again. I just need more.
Well, that just elongated the game quite a bit, I think.
I really don't have much options, and I was like, well, yeah. I don't know if your special or your ultra has that kind of range.
Right.
And at the very least, I mean, I'm taking him. He probably is going to have to come off his wall. Now, Chun Li doesn't have attacks that do much. Did you prepare just then?
No, I'm just thinking.
Okay, because you're at max, right? Yeah, you're at at 7. The question is what do I do next? Like, I think I'm going to prepare one more time just so I have the most options. Her special is probably that leg kick thing. Huh, cool. You can sustain that card. How neat is that? And it's only a force to do it. That's awesome. So you have 2 boosts. He's got 2 boosts.
Sorry, I forgot to pay for this one. I just did though.
Oh, okay. But that has to come out of your gauge. Okay.
No, it doesn't. That's a force cost.
Oh, is it? No, you're right. Yep, you're absolutely right. All right. All right, I'm going to prepare. Okay, head stomp. Range X. That's super cool. Advance 3. If you move past opponent, this attack's range includes them. I honestly don't know how this plays. We've never seen a range X card. If you move past the opponent with this movement, this attack's range includes them. So I guess it's just saying even if I move past, I'm still going to hit them. X, I think, just means I can move any distance that I want. I love that it's against Vega here, the artwork.
I prepared.
All right. I love that. I love this. Let's see what happens. So range X, speed 5, power 5. Now he has to use these boosts on his next strike. I don't know if it has to be used on guard or not, honestly. All right, man, I'm gonna strike.
What the hell can Chun Li do from across the board?
I'm actually gonna critical strike. But that's a good question. You pose a good question. It's not a bad question, Bert. So hey,
If I were to block,
right.
If I were to block, would I lose my boost?
So I was just talking out loud about that, and I don't know. Blocking isn't striking; it's not applicable. So my guess is no. Okay. So you're gonna love the theme on this, the artwork on this card. So it's a range of X, which means first thing I'm gonna do is I guess I advance 3. It doesn't really matter. And what that's saying is, my take on it is, if I move past him, it's still within range. So the range. So I had to move forward 3. So 1, 2, 3. I have range X, so it's gonna hit you for 5. Now I criticaled it, which makes it a 6, and I draw a card. So I'm hitting you for 6. Now you're going to block 2, and he can get rid of 2 cards here to negate 6. So that's what he's going to do. So he took no damage. I did get to draw my card, and this gets to go to my gauge, and it's his turn. But I believe Levi that blocking, because it says in A, on it.
Broke up a little bit.
I was just thinking that with the blocking, because it says in A, it's not a strike. That's my take. Yeah.
Right.
You get to add it to your gauge though. Oh, you did. Okay. So he's out of guards or blocks, everyone.
All right, I'm gonna X attack.
Yeah. Do you have to say that to me? I don't know.
Saying it to the audience.
Okay. Oh, we didn't even talk about this. So X attacks means, so this is where if you have 2 of the same card in your hand, you can play them both and get a +1 power, +1 speed, +1 armor, and +1 guard on it. if it was a ultra, do you have to pay both costs?
No, just the one.
Okay. So I can buy that. So it's gonna be an ultra.
You don't have a block.
I do have a block.
You son of a bitch.
So yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, the Splendid Claw range. So we close 3, speed of 4, but you got a speed of 6 plus extra range, and because your hits are critical. I discard 3 cards at random. That's not great. All right, so you're gonna. So first thing is you hit me for 7. Now I'm blocking 2, and I might as well. I mean, I kind of have to. Question is, what do I lose, right? I'm gonna toss. You're gonna make me lose. Yeah, I'm gonna lose 3 cards after this.
Right away.
Well, I think.
It's an after effect for me.
So it's a hit. It's on hit effect for you.
Yeah. So then.
After hit effects. Yeah, when you're hit after hit effects. Okay. So I have to discard 3 cards.
Yep.
At random. So you need to just pull 3 cards. Okay, where are they? Over here. So I lose this guy, and this guy. All special Chun Li hits too, which is pretty good. All right, so now I can discard cards to negate damage. You're hitting me for 6 or 7. I'm blocking 2.
No, it's more than that. It's this here.
Were you on edge? Yeah, I guess you were.
So that's 9, and then it's
9.
And then I boost X attack, so it's another, so it's 10 damage.
Oh, 10 damage. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to. All right, so here's 1. Okay, so that's. Yep. Here's 2, 3. So that's 6, 7, 8 damage I've blocked. So you know what? I think, yeah, I'm going to put this one back and do both of these, which is 4 for 8, plus the 2 makes it 10. You with me?
So you blocked all of it?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's such bullshit.
No, and this goes here. But I did lose both my ultras.
10 damage blocked it all. You got a block in your hand.
Yeah.
Odds are pretty low.
Yeah, I've been hanging on to that one for a while. I think I've used both blocks, though. Just like you have. Well, I have to prepare. These are cool. I like these cards a lot. The focuses, they're good blocky type cards. Who's going to strike me? All right, well, let's... So he might have a cross as well. 5
yeah,
card.
Just like, I'm so blown away you got out of that. I mean, 10 damage.
Yeah, I know. And I really only... So I lost 5 cards in that exchange, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll take the 10 damage.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, I'll focus. Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, so range 1 of 2. Can't move. You get to draw a card. You hit me for 4. I block 2. You're going to take 2 as well, and we both get to draw a card. All right. So what I'm thinking here, guys, is so a speed of 2 isn't great, but the high guard, he is probably going to be defensive with a focus or something potentially. Let's do this one, actually. We're going to do a high speed attack with a retreat on it. So, all right, I'm going to strike. All right, so range 1 to 2, speed 6, hit you for 3. Then I retreat 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Preparing. Oh, my cross hit, right? Yeah, I gotta remember to do this. I'm gonna prepare as well. Whew. This is a crazy game here. Hey, buddy, I only got 20 minutes, FYI.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Retreat 3. Range of 1 or 2. Let's get a boost in, huh? We'll boost. I'm going to boost. Let's turn this way. Okay. So the boost gives me that +2 speed, which will help a lot with this one. 6 speed's a lot better, but he still probably has that grasp. But as long as I'm not up on him, it's okay. I do need to close 2 spaces to make this work. So he's gonna strike me. I feel like almost. All right. Hold on. All right. Yeah, gonna do it. So this is gonna burn my boost, but what are you gonna do? So with 3 speed, so I'm actually gonna go first, which kind of blows. Oh, actually you are because of all this stuff. Yeah. So he gets to go first. He has a power of 3. And I'm going to block 1 of those. Block 2, right? Yeah. So I get hit for 1. You're going to get hit for 4. And I draw a card. This comes over. Okay. I'm going to boost. So I ignore guard and I strike. Okay, let's see what happens here. I don't know. Shit. That I forgot about. Yeah. Yeah.
I threw you.
Yep. So I spend all 4. He throws me. Hits me for 3. Now, yeah, I don't get nothing here. What a bummer. All right. Good play. How much do you hit me for? 3? Man, I really effed that up. That was a pretty big mistake, I think. Okay, so he's going to move, burning a force to move. So he's back on the edge of the screen. I'm prepared. Well, hold on. Let's strike. Yeah. All right, so he outspeeds me.
this is gonna be.
Yeah, so there are more than 3 spaces.
7, 8, 9.
So he gets the +2 because he's on the edge. He gets +3 because there's spaces behind me.
It is a kill, sir.
So it's 9. Yep, I definitely just died. So it's really cool. So he, in essence, does the Bloody High Claw, his other Ultra. Super cool.
Yeah,
You dashed off the wall and killed me before I could do anything.
Yeah, I was waiting to get this off. I've had it in my hand for so long.
Yeah, this one would have been nice to get off. Just didn't work out. I didn't think about the grasping. I forgot that I was right next to you. Like I was prepared to be not next to you, you know? And then yeah, it just didn't work out.
That's a really tough Ultra in that, like, it's not very fast.
Right. None of my attacks are fast. And honestly, like, I mean, my boosts are fine and stuff, but it was hard. She's hard to use. I didn't really get taken advantage of her very well, I don't think. But that was super fun. And
That was super fun.
yeah. I love that one card I did, this one right here, has you on the artwork. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Well, such a classic fight.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. I hope you guys at home enjoyed it. It's a really neat game. I think once you kind of dig into it, there's a ton of depth. The theme is real strong.
We probably have some misplays in there.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I was saying that, like, we don't, we both tried characters we'd never played before. So I think once you kind of learn that character, you'll get a lot better at it. I mean, just like with any game, obviously, but it's a really fun game. I think you guys should all try it out. If you're into Destiny, it's a really good, similar,
Also really cheap.
right? Yeah,
IRL.
right, in real life, and it's super fun to play in real life. And the artwork's solid, and I think level 95, I think they are. They're excellent developers. 99, level 99, and like I was saying, any Exceed Fighting System deck will play against any other deck. So you could cross. You could have seventh sign.
Expansion is called the Season, and they add some new flavor, like rules. There's more stuff. There's state in other seasons. They have the Shovel Knight expansion. There's like a Ice Knight that puts ice all over the board, and when you take damage when you're sitting on one of those, you take 2 extra damage. So stuff like that.
Yeah, very cool. So we like the Street Fighter theme.
Totally. Let us know in the comments if you want to see more content like this, or if you're like, nope.
Yeah. And please excuse our misplays and not managing our players to their full extent. But wanted to just get this in front of you guys, so you could see it and support the developer. It's a great game. All right. Well, thanks for your time, everyone. Hope you're all staying safe, and we'll see you on the next one.